Dear students, I am Dr. Kumar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government First Grade College, Shira. The topic of today's lecture is vectors of Hemiptera. So this comes under paper 4, that is insect vectors and diseases, BSc 4th semester Zoology. Bugs. So majority of the bugs, they are all categorized and kept under a single order, that is the Hemiptera. The Hemiptera are the true bugs, okay, without this true wings. Wings are completely absent here, okay. So they are the true bugs. This order of insects comprising some about 50,000 to 80,000 known species were recognized, okay, and they are kept in a single order, what is called as the Hemiptera, okay. So this includes the various bugs like cicadas, aphids, plant hoppers, leaf hoppers, shield bugs, etc. They share a common arrangement of sucking mouthparts. They share a common arrangement of sucking mouthparts. You can see the variety of the bugs can be seen in the environment, including our bed bug. Most of the hemipterans, they usually feed on the plants, that too the plant juices, okay, using their sucking and piercing mouth parts to extract the plant juice. Accordingly, the mouth parts are modified. Some are hematophagous. Some bugs are adapted to feed on the blood of vertebrates, while others are the predators. They usually feed on the smaller organisms that feed on other insects and also small invertebrates. The bedbug is a parasite of humans, and some kissing bugs can transmit a disease what is called as Chagas disease. Beak of the hemipterans. According, I told generally the bugs mouth parts are accordingly they are modified in order to match the feeding habit, okay. So the defining features of hemipterans is their beak, that is the mouth part. So in which they modified the mandibles and the maxillae. So they form a stylet, both mandibles and maxillae. So they are modified in order to form a proboscis, a sharp, hard, tube-like structure, what is called a stylet, present within the labium, that is the lower lip. This stylet is capable of piercing into the tissues and sucking the liquids, that is including the plant sap or the blood of vertebrates, while the labium supports it during feeding. The stylet contains a channel for the movement of the saliva and also the liquid food. The beak is usually folded under the body when it is not in use, okay. It is functional only when feeding, okay. So the diet is typically the plant sap, the various bugs which are adapted to feed on the plant sap. So the diet is a plant sap, but some of the hemipterans such as assassin bugs are bloodsuckers and a few are predators. They feed on smaller invertebrates. Some of the bugs are herbivores. So in herbivore bugs, they are the phytophagous. They feed on the plant sap or the fluid, using their sucking and piercing mouth parts to feed on the plant juice, that is the plant sap. So these include cicadas, leaf hoppers, tree hoppers, plant hoppers, frog hoppers, aphids, whiteflies, scale insects, and some other groups of the hemipterans which feed exclusively on the plants and its juices. They are characterized and kept under the bugs as herbivores. And some of the bugs act as predators. The predatory shield bug, for example, stabs the caterpillar using the beak. Okay, stabs the caterpillar with its beak and sucks out the body fluid. Predatory. So that is carnivorous in nature. The predatory shield bug, for example, stabs the caterpillars. Okay, especially caterpillars are the larvae. Okay, stabs the caterpillars with its beak and sucks out the body fluid as a feeding, as a food. Some species adopt the pest insects. Some of the bugs or some of the bug species attack the pest insects and are used in biological control, because so these bugs, they act on the insects which damages the crop plants, which damages the crop plant. That is the reason why so these predatory bugs acts as a biological control agents. Without harming the environment, they introduce these the bugs into the environment where the crop is infested with certain insects. Okay, so one of these is the spined soldier bug, that is Podicus maculiventris. Okay, so that sucks the body fluids from the larvae of Colorado beetle, that is the Mexican bean beetle. Okay, and usually it is the pest for the various crop plants. Hematophagic parasites. Hematophagic parasites are those parasites, those bugs, they usually exclusively feeding on the blood of vertebrates, that is the larger animals. Okay, so hemipterans are the hematophagic, often described as parasites feeding on the blood of larger animals. So these include the bed bugs and the triotomine kissing bugs of the assassin bug family, that is Redovidae, which can transmit the dangerous Chagas disease. The first known hemipteran to feed in this way on vertebrates was the extinct assassin bug, that is Triotoma dominicana, found fossilized about 20 million years ago. Some of the bugs act as pests. Okay, although many species of Hemiptera are significant pests of crops and garden plants, including many species, that is the aphid and the scale insects, acts as the pests. The damage done by these pests often not so much the deprivation of the plant and its sap. Okay, so but the fact that they transmit serious viral diseases between the plants. Okay, so some of the pests, once they feed on the plant sap, they can also act as a potential disease causing agent, they carry the potential disease causing viruses, and they transmit the viruses from one plant to the another plants or between the plants. The green peach aphid or the jumping plant lice and other aphids which attack the crop worldwide and transmit the diseases along with harming the plant or the crops. They can also transmit the disease causing agent or the viruses from one plant to the another plant. Here you can see there are some plant bugs which feed on the plant sap, that is the plant juice. As the human parasites and disease vectors. Okay, some of the bugs are considered as they usually create nuisance to the human beings. They are usually present around the human beings. The Chagas disease is a modern day tropical disease caused by Trypanosoma cruzi and transmitted by the kissing bugs. That is the kissing bugs, so called because they suck the human blood from or around the lips while the person sleeps. So that is the reason why they are designated as kissing bugs, because they draw the blood around the lips while the human beings are sleeping. The bedbug, that is Cymex lectularius, is an external parasite of the human beings. It lives in the bedding and is mainly active at night. It is active at night, feeding on the human blood generally without being noticed. The bedbugs mate by traumatic insemination, and the male pierces the female abdomen and inject the spermatozoa into the secondary genital structure, that is sperma leak. The sperm travel into the female blood, that is the hemolymph, okay, to sperm storage structures, that is the seminical conceptacles. So they are released from seminical conceptacle there to fertilize our eggs inside the ovaries. So in this way, the life cycle and the fertilization continues as far as the bedbug Cymex lectularius is concerned. Dear students, this is about the vectors of the Hemiptera. Okay, so this is the reference materials and the link is also given here. And dear students, this is the time of COVID-19 pandemic. Second wave is operating in the environment now. Don't go outside. Take all precautionary measures. Wash your hand very frequently using soap and sanitizers. Cover your face with face covering or face mask, and maintain physical distance or social distancing whenever you are outside. Stay home, stay safe, and save lives. Thank you.